Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Now, let me share with you a few trades that I've done over the last month. And I want to share with you the commonalities amongst them all and how you can start to utilize this in your trading to start doing really, really well. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is when you're looking at the markets, I want you to bring up just say a short-term view, okay? Just a short-term view in the markets. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put on the daily chart, I want you to use a simple 20 moving average, okay? Now, I'm just going to give you a very simple plan here. Now, guys, please remember that this system or this very simple pattern I'm about to teach you right now has a win-loss ratio. That means when you get into a trade, there's no guarantees of making money on one single trade. You got to stop thinking that this one single trade is going to make you all the money. Okay, that's not how trading works. There's a win-loss ratio. And every single trade you take, you don't know whether that trade today is going to be part of the win in the win-loss ratio or the loss in the loss ratio. Make sense? I must make that clear. If you seriously want to be part of this community or this world called trading, you must abide by the actual trading rules and laws of how successful traders approach the markets. And that is, there's a win-loss ratio in every single system. And just because it's this system or this trade you're about to take right now looks really, really, really good, it could be part of that loss in the loss ratio and it be okay. Okay? Don't be putting well off positions and then say, well, John said this was a successful system and then I took one trade and it didn't work and now the system sucks. That's not how trading works. Please, guys, if you are serious, if you want to be part of this world, you must start to learn how to apply the actual rules to trading successfully long term. Okay, success. Every single trade. If you're taking one simple pattern, okay, and you're trading the markets with one simple pattern, and there's a win-loss ratio, right? Every single trade you take with that one system has a random outcome, but it's built in with a probability of an outcome. And the only way for that probability of that outcome showing is if you take 20 trades of the exact same setup. And you're like, oh, I took 20 trades and this is an 80% win-loss ratio. That's how you see the win-loss ratio. You might have a win, a loss, a win, loss, win, loss. You know what I mean? Like you never know where those losses are going to be. But overall, if you take this exact same plan and take it over time, that's how you can start to do well, okay? Now, there's so many other things you can start to look at to look for, you know, what I call big profit trades and so on and so forth. Again, on my web class, link in the description, you'll be able to see what I look for personally in really, really good setups. But I'm going to give you something that really will help you, okay? So what we're looking for here is we're just looking for, I'm just going to use this for the bullish side here, okay? I'm just going to use this for a very, very, very simple pattern on the bullish side. What we're looking for is we're just saying that the 3 month, okay? We're just looking at the 3 months and we're looking for the 3 month trend to be up. And we're looking for actually, you know what? Forget what I just said there. Just look at the moving average. If the moving average is overall trending up, as you can see through here, then that's what you want. All right. And then what you're looking for is you're looking for a period where the market is going sideways. Right, so see how this. If I go back to here, right, we got this. It's actually flat through here, and then we started to trend up. Forget where it's pointing right now, but see the overall nice trend is trending up through here. Okay. Now what do we have through here? Right, we have all this pullback, but notice the pullback here is pretty much small bars. All right, there's not really much going on, and notice how we've got very low volume as well too. Right, this is very, very, very powerful when you get this combination. The overall moving average is trending up. We've had a period. It's like, John, how many small candles, how many small bars? I don't know. There's not. Well, there is an exact science to it, but just keep it simple, guys. You know, like maybe a few weeks is good. You know what I mean? Like just keep it simple. What we need through there, and then what we're looking for is we're looking for a breakout bar, just like that, just a very nice small breakout bar, to be breaking up and a very increasing volume. That's telling me now. If we just bring up this here, bam. All right. So let me take this off the screen. Let me take that off screen. As you can see, right, small bars. Now it's breaking back above that resistance level, and now we have that increase in volume. That's telling you now this move is now likely to go for a 2 to 5 day move. Now, how fast did this run? As you can see, this thing actually took up through there, right? In there, I was in there, and then I was out there. I was in for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, a 2 to 5 day move. That's the average move that I see that happens with this system, right? Thank you very much. Now, that doesn't look like much, but that's between 80 and 150% return with options, you know, depending on where you get out and so on and so forth. Not too shabby, right? Not too bad. I'll share with you another trade. All right, it's the exact same thing, right? It's nothing new. Look at this here, right? First Majestic. What was First Majestic doing? What was happening with the moving average? See how it was trending down, and now we actually had a nice trending up. Notice how we had all this sideways movement, not much going on, and then we had this volume, and then what do we have? Sideways, bam. See that breakout? So notice how the moving average is trending up nicely. We had all this sideways movement. Again, let's just look at the 3-month view. And guys, you don't have to look at support or resistance for this. Don't look at support or resistance. Don't look at anything else. Just trade this. I promise you, if you just trade this here, which I'm saying right, look at the 3-month chart and just trade the bullish trades, right? Forget the bearish trades. Just trade. Now, you do the exact same thing for the bearish setups, but just trade the bullish setups, right? And then do nothing else for the whole entire year. You'll do well. What's happening through here? Look at this moving average, right? Nicely trending up through here, isn't it? Very nicely. What do we have through here? We have a nice sideways movement, right? This is pretty much for like a month now of sideways movement. See that? Nice sideways movement. And then we have a breakout bar. Notice the breakout bar is an increase in volume, massive increase. Look at that. Look at that massive increase in volume. Notice how this sideways movement, right? This sideways movement also had this lower volume, and the breakout bar had the increase in volume. Notice that, right? So as you can see, and then that happened there. And again, 2 to 5 days. Look what happened here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty much 5 days later, it actually sort of slowed down. And then it sort of just went sideways where it is. It's pretty much done nothing ever since, right? But we're not talking about long-term trades. What are we talking about? Just a short-term trade, 2 to 5 days, right? 2 or 3 days later here would have been your exit point. And let me just share this with you here, all right? So let me just bring up the here. If you're looking at, I don't know whether that was, so let me just do this here. All right, no, it's not going to, no, because it's too far back there. All right, so anyway, right, but there you go, guys. All right, there you go. And as you can see, I was just trying to share with you, but the option back there in July wasn't there, right? So it's just looking for and waiting for these setups, right? And then look at this here. Very simple, right? Nice. Look at the moving average, nicely trending up. Look at the bars, right? Take this off the screen here. Let me take this off the screen, right? Keep it really simple. You don't have to do anything else. Don't look at stochastics. Don't look at MACD. Don't look at anything else. Your job is to wait for this. Wait for a nice trending, upward trending moving average. Look for a period of 2 to 4 weeks of sideways period. Look for a breakout bar. And the breakout bar must have a very big increase in volume. And the sideways must have a what? A lower volume. And with an option trade, it's now tied 2 to 5 days. There you go, right? But where do people go wrong, right? As you can see, I've even put the arrow on my entry there, right? 2 beautiful trades that I've taken in the last couple of months using the exact same system. But where do people go wrong? They're not consistent, right? They're not disciplined. They put too much money on one trade. You may get 2, 3 dozen trades like this throughout the entire year. Do you know you'll do well? You'll absolutely crush it. And when you can start to increase your positions from, this one here, 80, 90% profit or 100% profit, before you know it, you're trading 5, 10 grand per trade. And before you know it, on average, you might have a loss, and you might have a loss of say 30%. And if you're trading 10 grand per trade, now your losses are around say $3,000. And then your profits are around between $8,000 and $12,000 profits. Do you see what I'm saying there? This system, even if you're 50-50 with this system where you're having losses, 30, 40% losses, and then 80 and 100% profits on average, even if you're 50-50 right throughout the entire year and you took 40 trades just like this for the entire year and that's all you did, you will do well. Make sense? So that's where my coaching program, if you're interested in my coaching program, I'll give you a lot more detail about this on the actual web class, but that's where my coaching comes into it, right? Because what do? The coach is there to keep you on track. The coach is there to make sure you're sticking to the plan. The coach is there, right? Now, yes, I really look at a lot of other things in myself because this is just what I call a short-term trade. I also have what I call a long-term trade. Again, you'll see that on the web class, link in the description. And the long-term trade is now I'm after probably a 2 to 5 week run, not a 2 to 5 day run. And that's where you can pick up some ridiculous numbers, 500%, 1,000% return. some crazy numbers, right? But you need to know exactly what to look for. But I'm trying to keep this really simple for you. This has nothing to do with, you know, the plunge protection team or the markets manipulated or any of that other bullshit out there. No, it's not. You just don't know how to trade the markets. I guarantee you, if you just follow this one system here and you have good risk management on your account and not try to make money on every single trade, and if the market does start to reverse against you, you get out and you say thank you for that. You will do really well throughout the entire year. Your problem is that you don't stick to one simple system. And again, that's where my coaching program, and I tell my coaching clients, right? You'll do well out of this. You will do well out of this. There's no doubt about that. Right? Your problem is that you just don't want to stick to the plan. And that's where, like, with what I do with my coaching clients, is I'm always saying, listen, stick to the plan, and encouraging them, because you might go, and the thing is that the thing where you're going to go problem, where are you going to go problems with this one? Firstly, you're going to load up too much money on one trade, try to make too much money on one trade. And secondly, 1 month, you might not have no trades for a whole month. Oh my goodness, there must be something wrong. And the next trade, you have 4 really good trades and they all made 100, 200% return. Do you see what I'm saying there, right? Like the market, this is the life of a trader. Some months there's no trades and other months there's many trades. Some months there's a few trades and other months there's not many trades. And it just ebbs and flows, right? You might have 2 or 3 months where there's not many trades, and then suddenly you have a 2-month period where there's a lot of trades. That's the ebbs and flows of a trader. And this is what I call the mindset of a trader, right? The consistent, the discipline, and patience. That's where you need a coach. That's where you need someone there behind you saying, listen, stick to it. It's not the system. I just gave you a successful system. Run with it. You do well out of it. But having a coach, that's why I still go to my coach, right? Because it's all about when the times get tough, right? When you start to become fearful of not finding another trade and all that sort of stuff. That's what I do with my coaching clients. Just relax, just keep going, it's just around the corner and so on and so forth. Make sense? But where most traders go wrong is that it's all this other stuff that stops you from moving forward in the markets. I just gave you 2 trades that happened in the last couple of months that would have rocked it out for you and are really, really good. And before you know it, if you start to trade some really good money, like $20,000 a trade, just these last 2 trades here on the last couple of months would have given you a $30,000 to $40,000 profit just in 2 trades. Oh my goodness. And that's US. So for you guys in Australia, right, it's probably almost $50,000, $60,000 profit. Or, roughly. Oh my goodness. But do you see how by looking at the market with a paradigm shift and with that lens, and not thinking more trades is more money. More trades is not more money. More trades equals more mistakes, equals you loading up too much, you trying to get back to break even, you taking trades that you shouldn't, and it's emotional and right? No, more trades doesn't equal more money, because if the fact of the matter is, if you have a lot of trades with your trading system, you're gonna have a lower win-loss ratio. My system, now I've given you a simplified version of the system right now, but the way that I fully trade these markets is a 90+% win-loss ratio. Yes, that's true. 90+% of the time it's going to work. Generate a profit, right? But the thing is, what stops you? Oh my goodness, 90%, yeah. But the thing is that there's not a lot of trades out there throughout the entire year. You might get maybe a couple of dozen trades throughout the entire year. And you're being consistent, disciplined, and patient, okay? So I really wanted to drive this point home, that I've just given you a simple thing. Just run with this, guys. Do nothing but do this, okay? Now, you've got to develop your confidence. So do your back testing. Don't take my word for it. Do your back testing. Use these 3 simple rules. And upward trending, make sure that the 20 moving average is trending up nicely. Look at the 3-month only. Look for a period where it's 2 to 4 weeks of sideways movement and low volume. And then you get a breakout bar just breaking above it with an increase in volume. Like you can see here, right? Look at this here, right? Look at that. Look at that. Like you can see here on what? On AG, and beautiful, beautiful trade that I took there. And like here, right? And let's go through to here. And like SLV, right? Small bars, small volume, etc., right? You'll just do well. And again, yes, you're going to have losses. You're going to have stop outs. This is part of the game. So for people that think this market is rigged and the plunge protection team and they're stopping us from making money, no. Just, that's what trading is all about. It's finding one simple pattern. As you can see, right? It's simple. 3 rules. Upward trending, upward trending 20 moving average, a period of 2 to 4 weeks of sideways movement, preferably with small bars and lower volume, and then a breakout bar with that trend with that trend going up and an increase in volume. Within 2 to 4 days, that means if 1 or 2 days later you're in really nice profit, you take the trade, you take off the profit, you say thank you very much. You don't really care what happens next, and you keep doing that again and again and again and again. Before you know it, you're racking up the profits. Make sense? So, but that's where you're going to get unstuck because it ebbs and flows as a trader there. So, guys, if you would like to get me as your coach and you'd like for me to be able to coach you every single week, and for me to show you my trades, what I'm taking, and give you weekly updates and weekly coaching sessions and stuff like that, join that web class in the first link in the description below. You'll be able to see a lot more details about what I've just taught you here. Now, guys, you don't need the web class, by the way, okay? I'm not trying to sell you on my coaching, okay? Even if you don't join the web class, just take what I've taught you here and run with it. But if you'd like to take it further and have me as your coach holding your hand every single day and sharing with you my trades and stuff like that, then join that web class. You'll be able to see my trading. You'll be able to see all the details to my #1 trading system that gets over 90% win-loss ratio, and also all the details about me holding your hand and coaching you every single week and how you get that for over 12 months. And I've just opened up just a handful of spots. You'll be able to see all the details there. So, guys, join that web class right now. But even if you don't do that, guys, please, I hope you can listen to what I'm saying here. The system here is 5% of it. If you're not consistent, showing up every day, doing your scans, going through the stocks, looking through all the different stocks, and doing your scans, looking for these setups. If you're not doing that every single day, you're not going to be successful. If you're not disciplined to only taking these trades, you're not going to be successful. And if you're not patient, that means some months there's going to be no trades, and other months there's going to be a trade. You're not going to be successful. So 5% of your focus is, okay, simple plan, got it. Now, 100% of your focus needs to be focused on consistency, discipline, and patience.